welcome to episode 125 of Out of Wenger's Shadow on FM24. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. I'm going to show you Manchester City in the Premier League. I'll then play Bolton and Southampton off camera. I'll then bring you back to show you the Arsenal game in the Premier League, and we'll finish the episode with a roundup of the January transfer window. Since you were last with me, as you can see, we've been on a really decent run, and also we've had a board takeover, so hopefully we will actually be able to make some signings in this transfer window. So I'll be back in a moment with the team news for the Manchester City game. Okay, here is the team to face Manchester City, and it is Garcia in goal, back for his Lucic, Van Zijtveld, Manley and Naldinho, Pockney behind Dolce and Diaz in midfield, Andrich on the left, Cavalcanti on the right, Van Persie up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants us to show everyone the recent praise is justified and put on a real show. I'm going to agree with him. We'll do it with no gesture. And let's get out into the tunnel. Any truth to the rumours that Al Ahly could make a move for Marcelinho? It's possible, I suppose, but they'll have to meet our valuation. How are you approaching the task of breaching the Premier League's best defence? We have to find and expose their weaknesses. Manchester City are unbeaten in 3 matches against Liverpool. Can you end that run here and now? Don't like it. Desperate for it to end. So let's go. And as always, we'll wait 10 minutes before we make any judgment as to how things are going. And after 10 minutes, Manchester City are on top, and they've got the first highlight. Ramirez's ball in, and the follow-up shot hits the post and goes out. The highlight comes to an end, so I think I demand more. And it is another Manchester City highlight. Storgard plays it back from the corner. He gets it back, pulls it back to the edge of the area again. It's played across to Nash. And Oliver Nash has his 3rd goal of the season. It's Liverpool 0, Manchester City 1. So not ideal. And we are going to need to demand more. I'm not going attacking yet, as Naldinho throws it to Diaz. Played back to Matt Manley. Pockney. Diaz gets it back. And Andrich puts the ball in the back of the net. And it is Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1. And we've played 25 minutes. So an even first half so far-ish. And we now need to go and try and stamp our authority on the match. And hopefully take the lead. But it is Ratkovic for City. Kuipers to Watiao. Kuipers. Ball over the halfway line is cleared by Liverpool. And Van Zijtveld into Dolce. Square ball finds Naldinho. He's drifted out to the right hand side. Got past his man. Clips the cross in. And the header is right over the top of the bar. Highlight comes to an end. And now we just need to get to half-time level. But it is Manchester City corner. Storgard's ball in. Header from Marvin Watiao is over the top. And we've got 2 minutes of stoppage time to survive. There's the half-time whistle. 1-1 at the break. So let's get in the dressing room. Good first half performance. Keep it up. And we're going to need to make some changes due to fitness. So Naldinho off for Jan Marek. And Andrich off for Marcelinho. Or possibly Horton. I'm going to go Horton actually. On the basis that I can then put Cavalcanti up front and Van Persie then can come off very shortly. I'm not going to take him off yet, but I am going to take him off quite soon. So I will begin to get that one ready. And we're going to bring on Marcelinho to replace him on the hour. And there we go, he's on. And it is a corner to Liverpool on 63 minutes. Lucic with the left foot ball into the box. Headed over the top by Ramirez. So we'll get another chance to stick the ball in. Lucic again with another left foot in swinger. And this one's headed clear. Manley can only find the gloves of Ratkovic. And let's demand more. Right, Lucic needs to come off if at all possible. And he can for Mohamed Cham. So we're going to do that. And the final change will be Dolce coming off for Requena. As Pockney plays it into Dolce. Finds Jan Marek. Marcelinho allows it to run. Pulls it back. And Jan Cavalcanti, having moved up front, makes it Liverpool 2, Manchester City 1. So we have the lead. And yes, I still want to make the changes. And now we need to drop back to cautious for the 5 minutes of stoppage time. And that is full time. Liverpool 2, Manchester City 1. I'll go and play a couple of games off camera and I'll bring you back in a moment for the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode, and this time it is a Premier League trip to Arsenal. Team for this one is Garcia in goal. Back four is Jan Marek, Maicon, new signing Luis Claudio, who I'll introduce you to properly later, and Lucic. Requena behind Demar Horton and Dolce in midfield, Marcelinho and Andrich on the wings, and Van Persie up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants them to show everyone the recent praise is justified and put on a real show. Yeah, okay, fine, we'll go with that. And let's get into the tunnel. Jan Cavalcanti misses out due to injury. How much of an absence will he be? Any team would miss a player of his quality. Andrich has been pulling all the strings in midfield lately. How important will he be? We certainly hope he can keep it going. Riarola is one of the best dribblers in the Premier League. Do you have a plan to stop him? We definitely have to pay him close attention. So let's get out there and see if we can make it 2 wins out of 2 on the episode. And we do have a chance to go top of the Premier League if we can grab the win. But Arsenal are in 6th place. They're not a bad side at all, and they will go above us if they beat us. So it is so tight at the top. And of course we've played a game more than leaders Manchester City, so we can ill afford to be dropping any points. As Guastafiero plays it forward, and it's given to Riarola, who shoots, but Garcia is equal to that. And let's demand more. And this time it's a Liverpool highlight. Jan Marek with a throw in. Finds Maicon. Luis Claudio, so his first touch on camera in a Liverpool shirt. Requena into Horton. Horton shoots, and he shoots wide. Not the right option for me to shoot there. Both of our wingers look absolutely shattered, so I'm going to take them both off at half time. And that is the halftime whistle. It's 0-0 at the break, and probably about fair. So, show everyone the recent praise is justified. As I said, we need to take both the wingers off. So we'll start with Andrich. We'll bring on... In fact, we'll move Lucic forward. And we'll take Andrich off and bring on Mohamed Cham. And we'll take Marcelinho off and bring on Naldinho. So he's playing further forward than you're used to seeing him. And actually, Clayton Dolce as well for Ben Foregrave. So let's go with the second half and see if we can turn 1 point into 3. But Guastafiero launches it in. It's headed clear, but he'll get another chance to stick it in the box. Pulls it back instead to McDonald over the top. And Arsenal eventually force it home through Thiago. And it is Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0 on 49 minutes. So we'll demand more. And this is not what we wanted. So as it stands, we are still second in the league, but we're now in a 4-way tie on 43 points, with Southampton just a point back of that. And I'm going to stop it there. We're going to make some changes. We've got 2 available, one of which needs to be Ben Foregrave. So we'll bring on Edgar Diaz. And the other one, ideally, would be Van Persie. But we don't have a suitable replacement. So instead of that, I am going to take off Damar Horton and bring on Matt Manley. So let's get out there and see if we can grab a late goal to equalise and at least take a point. So we'll demand more. We may as well go attacking. We're into the last 5 minutes and still no sign of a goal. 7 minutes of added time, but it's not looking like providing anything. And there is your full-time whistle. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0. I'll be back in a moment with the transfer roundup. So hopefully we'll be able to get some more transfer business done. And I'll speak to you with that in just a moment. Okay, time now to round up our January transfer business. And you already know we've signed Luis Claudio, but you've not met him yet. So let's introduce you to him first of all. He joined for £63 million from Real Madrid. And he is a centre-back. And he is a very good centre-back as well. 4.5 stars current ability, 4.5 stars of potential. He's a 29-year-old Spanish international with 64 caps for his country. So an absolute global superstar, and I'm delighted to get him in. And joining him is another centre-back, Kaloyan Svetkov, for £78 million from Red Bull Leipzig. He is a centre-back, as I said, and he is 29 as well, and he has 4 stars of ability, 4 stars of potential, and he is also a full international with 103 caps for Bulgaria. So delighted to get somebody with his level of experience in. And with the transfer business rounded up, I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and then tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the Premier League table then, and as you can see, with 24 matches gone, we've won 15, drawn just the 1 and lost 8, but we are second in the league, level on points with leaders Manchester City and also third placed Chelsea and fourth placed Manchester United, who all have a game in hand on us. So let's have a look at when we're going to come back. And I'm going to do something very slightly different on the next episode. Normally it would be 2 games that I would show you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you back at the end of February. And I'm going to show you Manchester United at home. I'm going to show you Tottenham Hotspur away. But I'm also going to bring you Chelsea at home as well. So you get 3 games on the next episode. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.